A former NBA player has made a bold prediction about Los Angeles Lakers star Anthony Davis, sparking discussions across social media and among basketball fans. According to this player-turned-analyst, Davis may finish his career without securing a major individual achievement like an MVP award or a Defensive Player of the Year (DPOY) honor. This prediction is surprising to many, given Davis's undeniable talent and the significant impact he has had on the game during his time in the NBA. However, recent events have fueled this discussion, especially Davis being overlooked for major awards despite his stellar defensive play. One of the most shocking snubs from the 2023-24 NBA season was the exclusion of Anthony Davis from the finalists for the Defensive Player of the Year award. As one of the league's most versatile and skilled big men, Davis has been a force on both ends of the court throughout his career. His defensive stats alone are eye-popping. Davis has averaged 8.0 defensive rebounds and 2.3 blocks per game, numbers that no other player in NBA history has consistently matched. However, when the DPOY finalists were announced, Davis's name was missing. The three players who made the cut were San Antonio Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama, Miami Heat's Bam Adebayo, and Minnesota Timberwolves' Rudy Gobert. Gobert ultimately went on to win his fourth DPOY award, but Davis's omission from the finalist list shocked fans and analysts alike. Many believed Davis had a strong case for being a finalist, if not the winner. After all, he was the anchor of a Lakers defense that performed admirably despite a season filled with inconsistent lineups and frequent changes. Much of this inconsistency was attributed to the now former Lakers head coach Darvin Ham, whose rotations and lineup decisions left fans scratching their heads at times. Nonetheless, Davis's defensive contributions remained constant, and his performance earned him a spot on the NBA All-Defensive First Team for the season. Still, Davis's absence from the DPOY finalist list raised questions. Some argued that team defense played a role in the voting, suggesting that the other three finalists benefited from playing on teams with stronger overall defensive units. While that argument might hold for players like Bam Adebayo and Rudy Gobert, it doesn't explain Wembanyama's inclusion. The Spurs finished below the Lakers in defensive rankings for the season, yet the rookie sensation finished second in DPOY voting. This discrepancy left many wondering if the voting process for these awards might be flawed, or if Davis's contributions were somehow overlooked. The fact that Wembanyama, a first-year player, was ranked so highly in the DPOY voting despite playing for a team with a less effective defense only added to the confusion. If overall team defense was a key factor in the voting, as some suggested, how could Wembanyama place so high when his team ranked below Davis's Lakers? The issue gained even more attention when former NBA player Richard Jefferson, now a well-known analyst on ESPN's NBA Today, made a viral statement about Davis's career. Jefferson, who played alongside LeBron James during his time with the Cleveland Cavaliers, offered his thoughts on Davis's legacy, saying, "In my opinion, if Anthony Davis finishes his career, he'll be the most talented player to do so without winning an MVP or Defensive Player of the Year." Jefferson's comment quickly made waves across social media, sparking debate among fans and experts alike. Could it really be true that a player of Davis's caliber might end his career without such a prestigious individual award? The discussion is made all the more intriguing by the fact that Davis has long been considered one of the most gifted players in the NBA. Standing 6'10" with a wingspan of 7'6", Davis possesses a rare combination of size, athleticism, and skill that allows him to dominate on both ends of the floor. His ability to block shots, grab rebounds, and defend multiple positions makes him one of the most versatile big men in the game. Offensively, Davis is equally impressive. He can score from the post, knock down mid-range jumpers, and even stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. He has all the tools to be a top-5 player in the league, and many consider him to be among the most impactful players in the NBA today. Yahoo Sports recently ranked Davis as the best second option in the league, reflecting the high regard in which he is held by basketball analysts and media. Yet, despite his talent and accomplishments, Davis has yet to secure the individual awards that would cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats. His snub from the 2023-24 DPOY finalist list only added to his frustration. In the wake of the announcement, Davis publicly questioned whether voters in the league truly appreciated his contributions, even wondering aloud if they liked him at all. During a press conference, Davis expressed his disappointment, acknowledging that he had doubts about whether he would ever win the Defensive Player of the Year award. It was a rare moment of vulnerability from the usually stoic star, who has often let his play on the court speak for itself. However, his frustration was understandable. After years of being one of the league's elite defenders, Davis had once again fallen short of receiving the recognition he felt he deserved. As the 2024-25 NBA season approaches, Davis has an opportunity to once again prove his doubters wrong. With a healthy LeBron James by his side and a solid supporting cast of role players, the Lakers are poised to make another deep playoff run. If Davis can maintain his high level of play, particularly on the defensive end, he could once again put himself in the running for the DPOY award that has eluded him for so long. For fans of the game and sports bettors alike, Davis's chances of winning the award are still very much alive. According to oddsmakers, Davis currently holds plus 2,500 odds to win Defensive Player of the Year in the upcoming season. While these odds suggest that he's considered an underdog for the award, they also represent a potentially valuable bet for those who believe Davis is due for the recognition he has long sought. Ultimately, whether or not Davis ends his career with an MVP or DPOY award remains to be seen. However, his talent, impact, and legacy in the NBA are already secure. As one of the most versatile and dominant players of his generation, Davis will continue to be a force in the league for years to come. Whether he adds more hardware to his trophy case or not, his place in the history of the game is undeniable. As the 2024-25 season unfolds, all eyes will be on Davis as he seeks to silence his critics and prove once again why he is one of the most gifted players to ever step on the court. The journey to an MVP or DPOY title may still be within reach, but regardless of the outcome, Davis has already left an indelible mark on the NBA. Two of the most highly anticipated additions to the Los Angeles Lakers for the upcoming 2024-25 season have significant connections to one of the greatest basketball players of all time, 20-time NBA All-Star LeBron James. These two key figures are LeBron's eldest son, Bronny James, who enters the NBA following a one-and-done season with the USC Trojans, and former NBA sharpshooter J.J. Reddick, who has been brought in as the Lakers' new head coach. Reddick, who is also LeBron's former co-host on the Mind the Game podcast, now holds the reins of one of the NBA's most storied franchises and will be overseeing Bronny's development as the young guard embarks on his professional basketball journey. Bronny, who was drafted 55th overall, carries with him the immense weight of expectation. While his talent is undeniable, he remains a relatively raw prospect at just 19 years old. The big question on every fan's mind is, when will Bronny James finally step onto the court in a Lakers jersey alongside his legendary father, LeBron James? During a recent appearance on ESPN's popular podcast, The Low Post, hosted by Zach Lowe, coach J.J. Reddick opened up about his plans for Bronny, shedding some light on when the basketball world can expect to see the younger James in action for the Lakers. This interview has sparked excitement and curiosity, especially since it might be one of Zach Lowe's final episodes for ESPN, as reports indicate that the sports network is making significant cuts, including potentially letting go of one of its top analysts. Nevertheless, Lowe's deep understanding of the game and his connections within the industry suggest he won't be a free agent for long. Fans are already speculating that another basketball outlet, like The Ringer, headed by Bill Simmons, a former colleague of Lowe's, could be his next home. While Reddick didn't commit to a specific date for Bronny's debut with the Lakers, he made it clear that it's something the organization is actively working toward. "We've definitely talked about it, and it's something we're going to make happen. I can't give a set date, but it will happen sooner rather than later," Reddick said during the interview. The thought of father and son sharing the same NBA court has been a long-standing dream for LeBron, and the prospect of them teaming up in the purple and gold is a storyline that transcends the sport. However, Bronny's development is a priority for Reddick, who emphasized the importance of nurturing the young player's potential rather than rushing him into the spotlight too soon. While fans are eager to see Bronny suit up with LeBron, Reddick's approach to his development suggests that patience will be key. The current plan is for Bronny to spend a significant portion of his rookie year with the Lakers' G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers. The G League will give Bronny the opportunity to adjust to the professional level while working on his skills in a less pressure-filled environment. Given that Bronny is still a bit raw after just one season of college ball at USC, this seems like a sensible step for his long-term growth. Reddick was quick to clarify that playing in the G League shouldn't be seen as a demotion for Bronny. In fact, he views the G League as an integral part of the Lakers' player development system, especially when it comes to young players who need time to refine their game before joining the main roster. "The G League isn't a step down at all," Reddick explained. "We're working in the same building, and I think we should set the standard for how NBA and G League teams work together. I see South Bay head coach Zach Guthrie as part of my coaching staff. Their team is an extension of ours. We'll use the G League for specific reasons, and Bronny is a young player I'm really excited about. He's the first player we get to help develop from the start, so the G League will be a key tool for that. This clear emphasis on the G League highlights the Lakers' commitment to molding Bronny into the best version of himself before throwing him into the deep end of NBA competition. Reddick recognizes that while Bronny has immense potential, he needs time to adjust to the speed, strength, and skill of the professional game. The plan for Bronny's development goes beyond just individual improvement. Reddick sees the Lakers and South Bay Lakers as closely intertwined. Rather than viewing the G League as a separate entity, Reddick is keen on fostering a close collaboration between the two teams, using the G League as a valuable resource for player development. This approach aligns with modern NBA trends, where many young players, especially those drafted outside of the lottery, often spend time in the G League to hone their skills. Bronny James enters the NBA with immense potential, but it's important to remember that he's still very much in the early stages of his development as a player. Standing 6'2", Bronny is a dynamic guard with great defensive instincts, court vision, and shooting ability. However, like many young prospects, he has areas that need improvement, particularly in terms of his ball handling and decision-making at the NBA level. During his one season at USC, Bronny showed flashes of brilliance, but there were also moments where his inexperience was evident. Reddick's plan to start Bronny in the G League acknowledges these realities and aims to provide him with the playing time and coaching necessary to address these weaknesses. Reddick's strategy is designed to protect Bronny from the immense pressure that would come with immediately joining the Lakers' main roster. With LeBron's massive presence and the Lakers' championship aspirations, stepping onto the court at Staples Center would put Bronny under intense scrutiny from both the media and fans. The G League will give him the chance to grow out of the spotlight while still benefiting from the Lakers' developmental infrastructure. The anticipation surrounding Bronny's debut is palpable, but Reddick and the Lakers organization are focused on the long game. The hope is that by gradually bringing Bronny along, he'll be able to maximize his potential and contribute meaningfully to the Lakers in the future. This patient approach could pay dividends not only for Bronny's development but also for the team as a whole. For LeBron, the prospect of playing alongside his son in the NBA is a dream come true. The elder James has made it clear that he intends to stick around in the league as long as it takes for him to share the court with Bronny. This father-son duo would be an unprecedented moment in NBA history, adding another chapter to LeBron's already storied legacy. As Reddick continues to guide Bronny's development, the Lakers' future looks bright. With a blend of veteran leadership, star power, and promising young talent, the team is poised to remain competitive in the coming years. For now, though, the basketball world will have to wait a little longer to see the James family share the court in Los Angeles. When that moment finally comes, it will undoubtedly be one of the most memorable in NBA history. The future of the Lakers looks exciting, with Bronny James slowly working his way toward the big stage. Reddick's strategic development plan and LeBron's continued mentorship will undoubtedly play crucial roles in shaping Bronny's career and fulfilling the long-held dream of seeing the two Jameses play together on basketball's biggest stage. The Los Angeles Lakers have made a notable off-season move, focusing on their G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers. In a multi-team trade, South Bay announced in a press release that they traded the returning NBA G League rights to forward Jordan Nicholas to the College Park Skyhawks, the G League affiliate of the Atlanta Hawks. Additionally, they sent their 2025 first-round, second-round, and international draft picks to the Texas Legends, the G League affiliate of the Dallas Mavericks. In return, South Bay received the returning player rights to forward Chris Silva and center Jake Stevens, along with a first-round pick in the 2024 NBA G League draft. While this trade doesn't impact the Lakers' main roster directly, it's the most significant move for their G League team this offseason. Rob Pelinka, the Lakers' general manager, has been relatively quiet with major trades for the primary roster. His biggest moves included re-signing superstar forward LeBron James to a 2-year, $101.4 million deal, which secures LeBron's presence through the 2025-26 season. By then, LeBron will set a new NBA record by playing in his 23rd season. Pelinka also re-signed young guard Max Christie to a 4-year, $32 million contract and selected guards Dalton Knecht and Bronny James in the NBA draft. In addition to these moves, the Lakers signed several two-way players, including French forward Armel Traoré and centers Colin Castleton and Christian Coloco. Several other players, like power forward/center Kyler Kelly, point guards Quincy Olivari and Jordan Goodwin, and guard Sean East-2, joined the team on Exhibit 10 contracts. These players are expected to spend the majority of the season with the South Bay Lakers. Chris Silva, a 6'8" forward, brings valuable G League experience. During the 2023-24 season with College Park, he averaged 17.0 points, 8.6 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 1.1 blocks per game over 41 games in both the Showcase Cup and regular season. Over his 4-year G League career, Silva has played in 112 games, 103 starts, 4 teams like College Park, the Iowa Wolves, Minnesota Timberwolves G League affiliate, and the Sioux Falls Skyforce, Miami Heat's affiliate. He's averaged 16.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 1.2 blocks per game, making him a strong addition to South Bay's frontcourt. Jake Stevens, a 6'11" center, spent last season with the Capital City Go-Go, the Washington Wizards G League affiliate, and the Stockton Kings, Sacramento's G League team. He played in 41 Showcase Cup and regular season games, averaging 7.2 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.3 assists in 16.7 minutes per game. Stevens recently played for the Charlotte Hornets in the 2024 NBA Summer League, where he stood out by averaging 11.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 1.1 blocks in 8 games, with efficient shooting percentages of .523/.371/.750. This trade is expected to deepen South Bay's roster, with both Silva and Stevens bringing valuable size and experience. Silva's versatility as a forward enhances South Bay's rebounding, defense, and scoring, while Stevens adds height, rim protection, and consistent scoring ability. Though this move doesn't directly affect the Lakers' primary roster, adding experienced G League talent strengthens the organization's overall development. The Lakers have been placing more emphasis on integrating their G League affiliate with the NBA team, ensuring a steady flow of talent that can step up when needed. On the main roster side, the Lakers are gearing up for the 2024-25 season with a focus on maintaining their competitive edge in the Western Conference. With LeBron James returning and younger players like Max Christie developing, the team aims to balance veteran leadership with youthful energy. Pelinka's careful roster management, which includes re-signing key players and adding depth through the draft and two-way contracts, will be put to the test as the Lakers aim for another deep playoff run. Looking ahead, South Bay's involvement in trades and player development will continue to play a crucial role in the Lakers' strategy. The G League team acts as an essential part of the franchise's talent pipeline, allowing players like Silva and Stevens to hone their skills while providing the Lakers with reliable call-up options throughout the season. While trades involving G League rights may not make headlines like major NBA deals, they showcase the Lakers' dedication to building a strong foundation of talent at all levels within the organization. This focus on development, both in the NBA and G League, ensures that the team remains competitive in the long term.